Hey, this is Laura Gilson, and I am here for our third conversation. Hopefully at this point you've had a chance to take a look at where you are, had to take a look at where you want to be. I want to talk today a little bit about that process of change and actually get moving. Now, when I started out this video, I didn't really intend this to turn into a kind of a farming analogy or a planting analogy, but it just kind of seems to flow, and it kind of goes and teaches the concepts that I want to teach. So my first disclaimer, though, is I am no artist. So the things that I have drawn here you may not recognize, but I'll explain what they are. So first of all, I want to talk about this. This is called a plow. And when you're cultivating big fields, you have to have something that will actually dig beneath the hard surface of the top. So this point actually digs down into the soil, and then as it comes up through these things, it actually turns it upside down. So when you're done plowing, you're going to have these big rows. Next in the process, you're going to bring in the disc. And the disc has wheels that are turning, and as it runs over these rows, it breaks everything up. Now, why would we need to do that? You know, when we turn the soil over, we have valleys and peaks. We can't really plant and be able to consistently predict what's going to happen, because we're going to have high places, we're going to have low places. And so we need to break that up a little bit, break it down, get really, make it level and clear. And then even after that, even though it probably looks pretty good, if someone's drive by, they say, I think that field's ready to plant. They actually take it one more further, and this is the raking, and it's just an instrument that they pull over the field, and that is to just break everything down to fine particles and make it completely level and beautiful. So, and at that point, we can actually plant and have be really confident that the seeds are going to go where we need them to go, the water is going to be where it needs to go, that everything is going to get what it's going to need in that space. Now, I would submit to you that we are very much like that way when we start on a process of change. We need something that's going to dig beneath that hard-packed surface and ideas of what we've been doing. And to get that point and kind of turn our lives upside down, if you will, for a while. That's a necessary process. It kind of gives us a new soil, buries some of the old stuff. Sometimes we have to dig up the old stuff, but it's just a process of changing over. And then I would submit to you that even then, sometimes we're like, wow, I got this great idea. I'm ready for a new change. What we don't see is that we still have all these clumps, and we're still pretty unpredictable and erratic, even, if you will, in what we're learning and our beliefs and concepts. And so we need to have everything broken down a little bit more. We can get just a little more clear. And then when we go through that, then we can go to the raking process. I am experiencing all of those and all of those processes, and I've been through plowing, I've been through disking, I've been through raking, and thinking, hey, I'm ready, and no, I got to go back and do some more. But I want to share with you at this point a book that was really revolutionary for me, and really being able to kind of grasp the concept of what this was all about. And it's in a book called The Jackrabbit Factor. I will embed in here the URL where you can actually go get a copy of that for free. I would encourage you to read that. It's a parable of a husband and a wife and their family and their pursuit and their discovery and their path of abundance and prosperity. It's a parable, which is cool because that gives you can get what you need out of it as you're reading along. This is just one of the first gifts that I would really like to give for you for taking your time to share this with you. I'm excited to share it with you. I hope that it brings you a new viewpoint. It's a starting place for you to really be able to do some of that plowing and turning over old things and finding a new space, a new piece of ground that you can start really planting and cultivating and harvesting the abundance and prosperity that you're looking for in your own life. So this is Laura Gilson saying embrace prosperity and abundance, and I'll talk to you soon.